Shall we begin? Shall we begin?
Yeah, first of all, let me say, to my man, Gully TV, and, Wallow. Man, y'all continue to do the work that y'all been doing, man, and that is deciding to stay out the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Because, there's a lot of bullshit here out here on the net, but y'all see that. And I'll salute the fact that, man, y'all staying away from it. You know what I'm saying? Also, may your son rest in peace, man. You know, may the angels be upon him and carry him into heaven. You know, it's a tragedy, man. It's a tragedy when anytime a parent got to bury their kid. You know what I'm saying? I know what that's like firsthand, because I had to bury my stepdaughter a couple of years back. She went through an operation and we thought she made it, but she died in ICU. And man, it was a hell of a thing to sit there and watch your child die. You know what I'm saying? To sit there and your hands is tied, you can't do shit. You know, you want to hurry up and pull the plug and just walk away, but then you want to spend the last days as much as you can with them. So I know, you know, the feeling of losing a child. You know what I mean? Some people don't know what that feels like, but it's a crucial pain. It's a pain that'll never go away. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what you think, for those that don't know, when you lose a child and you think back the memories of that child, you cry. You know what I'm saying? And tears come from nowhere because you love that child. And you find yourself in tears again every time you think about that child. So I know what that's like. I know what that pain is like. And this brother is just not going through it. Well, let me tell you, for those who don't know, it's a pain that'll never, ever, ever, ever go away. You know what I'm saying? It's an excruciating pain. It's like the worst pain that you could ever feel. It's like if your mama died, you know, that's a certain type of pain. Your father, your brother. But when your child died, it's like, God damn. It's like you feel like God is punishing you. But the reality of it is, that's the society we live in. It's fucked up that our people got this mentality of the slave master. And what he put on us was, we ain't shit, we're gonna never be shit, so why not kill a nigga? Because niggas ain't shit. And we still carrying that around today, because if we felt like we was of some importance, we would never kill each other. We would love each other. See, back in the days, I remember when Black Power meant something. And we was all walking around with that rubber stamp, that Black Panther sign on it, or that panther. It meant something back then. But today, it's like, I will kill a nigga in a heartbeat. There's no love for each other. And that's something that we need to talk about, you know. But we'll get down to that. But right now, I want to talk about what's been going on this internet. You know what I'm saying? And how people seem to jump out the window for clout on a situation where we all should come together. You know what I'm saying? And mourn the losses of our loved ones. We got a fool out here running around here crazy, you know, talking shit and acting dumb. And then, you know, in his mind, Hassan is more like, I didn't know this and I didn't know that. And don't that sound like the same rhetoric that he used to run when he said, I'm going to spit in old boy's face? Remember that? Don't that sound like the same bullshit when he said a motherfucker came in his house with an extended clip and a beam, a laser beam, but he couldn't find the motherfucker that did it, but he got the gun sitting in his hand. But the motherfucker that came in there to kill him, he couldn't find him, but he took the gun from the nigga. You know, shit like that. Ain't that the same shit when the nigga backed out the little kid? He went up into the Bronx River, right? Trying to be an OG and shit and high sign and shit, but the niggas was like, we not feeling you, man. A little young nigga. He just wanted to squabble with the nigga. But he backed him down with a little, looked like a little 380 or a little 25, right? Why, you know, he pulled a gun out on the kid and shit. You know, it sounded like the same nigga that was always online talking shit about his pain and the shit that he go through. And some of us, you know, navigated towards that shit. You know what I'm saying? But some of us saw right through the bullshit. And right now, he's back on that bullshit. Because he needs his name to go viral. Whether positive or negative, he need his shit to go viral. He need his name to go viral so that he can be the man at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we all gonna talk about him. We all gonna say that was a fucked up move that he put down. But that's the price he paid to go viral. You see what I'm saying? And that's what he want. He want to go viral at any cost. He want to be the top dog at any cost. I mean, think about this. He's telling Jay Prince, I'm going to spit in your face. Huh? And then he talks shit about my man's son dying. To him, that's the same shit that let him go viral. But what's fucked up is, you niggas keep buying these excuses. Well, you know, I did it because I didn't know. Nigga, you knew. Okay? And then here's the cheap shit to me. This nigga talking about he represent Islam. Where? How? How the fuck does this nigga represent any type of Islam? But let me break this down just a little bit. You know Africa Bambala is a Muslim, right? So why you think this nigga's a Muslim? This nigga wasn't a Muslim before he went to Rikers Island. He got in Rikers Island because of fear. Okay? And he know a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We'll give him that. He know a little bit of the hadiths and shit. He know the word and shit a little bit. He knows some of the rules and regulations a little bit. But nigga, he knew that before he opened his mouth the other day. He knew what time it was. He said, motherfucker, I'm about to go viral. That's what he had in mind when he opened his mouth. He wanted to go motherfucking viral. He wanted his name to ring bells out here. He wanted people to say whatever they had to say about him. But he wanted his name in the algorithms, and he wanted his name all over YouTube. And what did he get? He got what he wanted. Well, see, he's not expecting us to try to shut this motherfucker down. He's not expecting you, me, and the rest of us to try to shut that page down. To take his shit and get him the fuck up out of here. See, that's the difference. I believe if we come together collectively, we can shut this motherfucker down, get his ass off of YouTube. Because the shit that he say, apparently, the shit that this motherfucker say, can get a nigga killed, okay? And you ain't telling me that any motherfucker don't want to kill this nigga for the shit that he said? You mean to tell me they don't want to kill him for the shit he said about Jay Prince? You mean to tell me they don't want to blast this nigga on several occasions based off the shit that he be saying? You remember the nigga talking about he's a killer. But as we continue to look for his records, we don't see no murder nowhere. We don't see nothing in his record that says he killed any motherfucking body. But he'll tell you, I killed 3 people. And your dumb ass will believe it. Okay? He'll tell them motherfucking, them people that feel sorry for him. You know what I'm saying? And they'll buy into that shit. You know, them soft motherfuckers. They'll buy into that shit. Well, this nigga's a killer. I can't help but listen to what this motherfucker say. You know what I'm saying? And it's all bullshit. It's all fabrication. It's all shit that he made up in his mind, and these niggas is buying it. And now they don't see the bullshit that's coming out of his mouth. They see us attacking him, but they don't see the truth in what we say. You see, that's the fucked up part. Nobody's listening to the fucking truth. They're just hearing us talk. But if you listen to this nigga, you hear what he say, it's a bunch of bullshit, man. I'm telling you, bullshit.
Let me set the record straight real quick, right? First and foremost, nothing that I do on this internet is for clout. That's for one. For two, my message been so strong on this internet, I've been being attacked by the shaitans, by the jinns, by the bots. So my page is not monetized. So my message, what I said to Gilly, this ain't have nothing to do with clout chasing or being monetized. I already got the clout. It's too late for all of that. Don't try to switch the game up. It ain't about the clout. It's always been about the message. And because my whole catalog of videos that came down off of YouTube to save my YouTube page, I can't go back to all of the messages. I didn't just start this. That's for one. So when it comes to Gilly and Wallow, the only difference is what I didn't know that would have changed the way I would have handled them was the fact that I didn't know Gilly and Wallow was my Muslim brothers. I didn't know Young Cheese was Muslim. So that right there would have changed the way I would have handled the situation with my brothers. Because what the law says is a Muslim's life, family, and property is sacred to another Muslim. Which means that Gilly, Wallow, and Young Cheese, life, family, and property is sacred to me.
Y'all hear this shit?
So I would have handled my brothers totally different.
Y'all hear this shit? Now I'm letting it play because I want y'all to really pay attention to the words that'll come out this nigga's mouth. Because he'll say some shit like that, right? Then he'll turn around and say some shit like this.
Then I would have handled you kuffars, aka disbelievers.
Now watch.
But here's the problem, right?
Here it is.
I didn't know Gilly was Muslim. I didn't know Wallow was Muslim. I didn't know Young Cheese was Muslim. And I get it. Sometimes when you're trying to win.
First of all, he said, you know sometimes when you're trying to win, pay attention right here now. Listen.
This satanic world.
In the satanic world.
Where Satan is ruling, you got to blend in. But the problem with that is.
You got to blend in. So he's trying to blend in and wear his satanic shit and be a Muslim at the same time. You understand the conversation that he's trying to have? He's trying to do this shit on the fly. Okay? And because he's trying to do the shit on the fly, it's not going to make sense at all. But I want you to understand that as we go along. I want you to understand that this motherfucker talks shit that don't make sense. Listen.
When we blend it in, we can't be identified by Allah and his messengers when we looking like the disbeliever.
Now, did you hear that shit? You hear that? You're trying to blend in. You want to be like a messenger, but he got to look like the enemy of Allah in order to get the message out. If that ain't some bullshit, I don't know what is. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you call hypocritical conversation. But I'm going to let you hear more. Listen.
Or maybe I should speak this in English so y'all can understand. When you look like evil, when you look like the dunya, the hellfire, it's kind of hard for the righteous to tell that y'all brothers amongst each other. And me, myself, I be the same way. I don't identify myself as a Muslim, as a child of Allah, as a servant of Allah, because I be sitting up there trying to hide religion and give y'all the message because people run from religion. So I give y'all the message.
God damn if that wasn't some bunch of bullshit. Okay? But I'm gonna let it go on. But I want y'all to hear this shit. Listen.
But the message didn't change.
Listen to
and
this.
It still stays the same.
Listen to this.
But the reality of it is, the streets of Philly, Gilly and Wallow gave y'all $1 million worth of game. And y'all sent that boy's child back home in a box.
It's your fault.
The brothers that came to
y'all
y'all
killed him.
and gave
Okay,
y'all
that's what
$1
he's
million
saying.
worth of game and gave y'all charity and fed the poor and did the things that they do for y'all, and y'all sent his son back in the box. Then you want to get on the internet and send death threats to me? Huh? Not me? Scooby-Doo? No, absolutely not. I ain't never back there.
Watch this.
I've never met a Bronx nigga scared of a Philly nigga.
You hear this shit?
Y'all tough in y'all neighborhoods.
Listen to this.
Ours. We go to y'all blocks and take over and get money out in your towns. Y'all never came to our city and set up shop.
Do you hear this shit? Do you hear what this motherfucker's saying? Do you hear this bullshit? Ladies and gentlemen, if you can't identify bullshit, rewind this shit and listen to this nigga. This is what you call straight up baloney, malarkey, bullshit. He trying to bullshit his way out of the shit that he said. And now he's saying, you niggas in Philly, y'all suckers. Because them New York niggas will come over there and take over. I ain't scared of y'all. Listen.
I ain't scared, mother sucker. You heard?
You see? Now he back to being the big chief knockout artist, the big killer. See, in his mind, he hasn't lived that down. He ain't lived down the fact that he was a gopher for them niggas in the Africa Bambalas crew. Okay? That's all he was. He wasn't no shooter. He wasn't no killer. Because, again, we can't find record of this nigga. And when we do an investigation, especially on a nigga like this, we go thorough, okay? And we went thorough. And everybody keep telling you, we went thorough looking for this information. We got his jailhouse records, but it's all nothing but assaults. So how these motherfuckers dead? But in his mind, you still can't convince him that he lied to all these people about killing the motherfuckers that he didn't kill. Okay? Somebody told this nigga or made this fool take a murder. And then in the end, it was like, he didn't do it. Let this nigga go. This nigga ain't never been to no penitentiary whatsoever. All his time is on Rikers Island, eating Bambaataa shit, spending Bambaataa's money, and faking his shit with Islam. Okay? Just like my man Mac Means, right? Shout out to Mac Means, right? He said, nigga, while everybody else was supposed to be doing something on Friday, you live talking shit. And you supposed to be at Juma. That's what Mac Means repeated it, and that's what Zip with the Drip, he was explaining that as well. Now what I'm saying is, the Muslim Brothers is correcting this nigga, but he already knew this. He already knew the shit that he was doing was fucked up. He already knew that. He didn't give a fuck about the penalties of the shit that he was doing. He did it for the clout. He ran out here and jumped out the window again. On several occasions, this nigga has jumped out the motherfucking window with no parachute. Okay? Zeus, down. Down. Get over here. Come here. Good boy. Come here. Get back down there. Get over there. This nigga's jumped out the window on several occasions. For nothing. For the clout. Because he want to rank supreme and say, I already got the clout. I am the clout. I'm this, I'm that. I'm sure over half of the motherfuckers that subscribe to him, they want to see this nigga fail. They want to see the clown show. Okay? They want to see the bullshit. Don't nobody take this nigga serious. If you do, you's a damn fool. Okay? But the fact of the matter, this motherfucker's been lying to everybody for years. And he think that he can continue to get away with it. He been insulting motherfuckers for years, and he think that he can continue to get away with it. So do we wait for karma to take his place? Because they took his money. Remember he was bragging about the shit that he got and shit? They put an end to the money. So a couple of years from now, we're going to see all that shit repossessed? Or do we take action on this nigga now? I want your serious personal opinion on this shit. Because it's fucked up when you talk about a man's child that died before they even put his ass in the grave. It's fucked up when you talk shit about something you don't know nothing about. And then you come back the next day and try to apologize. I didn't know this, and I didn't know that. That's the same shit he always do. I didn't know. And we give this nigga a pass after pass after pass after pass. It's time to stop giving this motherfucker a pass and give him what he really need. He need to be fucking gone. Fuck off YouTube. Or somebody need to, we got to find a way to bend this nigga and break him. Because, he just want that viral shit. He want his name out there. I'm Hassan Campbell, and y'all niggas putting my name out there regardless of good or bad or indifferent. My name is out there. Last time we tried some shit, it worked. We didn't mention this nigga's name. We stopped mentioning him. We stopped talking about him. But everybody talks about him because he's the next clown. He's the clown at the top of the list. So we know somebody, if we mention this nigga's name, somebody gonna listen. And they're gonna agree with us. But we gotta come up with a real plan, man. We gotta find a way to take action against this shit. But this bum-ass bozo is just doing dumb bozo shit. And we gotta find a way to cancel this bitch-ass nigga. Because the shit that he say, how does it register with us? How does it fix what we the fuck going through? How does it make us even better? This nigga is destroying us one motherfucking show at a time. The shit that he say, nobody can move on. Okay? Nobody can move on the shit that he say. He can't call no shots. He can't make no moves. Why? Name a motherfucker that trusts him. You trust him? How about you? You trust this nigga? Who trusts this nigga? I bet his own kids don't even trust him. And here's the bad part about it. This is what I don't understand. And I hate to say this, but we got to be truthful about this. All his motherfucking kids got some type of formulated disease or something. You know what I'm saying? All of them. He got one kid that's mentally retarded. The other kids is slow. They all got issues. But he got a nerve to get up here and talk about somebody else's child. And all his fucking kids got issues. He got a dirty seed in him. Okay? He fucking bitches, and the kids is suffering for the bullshit that he done did all his life. Is he mad because all his kids is fucked up in one way or another? I mean, all of them. The boy in the wheelchair, he's the worst. But when you look at all the kids, they got that anger issue too. They all got something wrong with them. Why is that? Is God punishing him for the shit that he did out there in them streets? We don't know. I don't know. But something's wrong, okay? Something's up with this nigga. Because you see the fake shit. It's like right before our eyes. You see this fake-ass bullshit that this nigga's putting out here. And you niggas got a nerve to accept it instead of checking it. Everything this nigga says should be checked. Fact check. We need to stop allowing this nigga to get away with this bullshit. I ain't gonna be too long. A few more minutes, I'm out of here. But the shit that this nigga did, now all of a sudden, everybody, oh shit, did you hear what this motherfucker said? Oh shit, look what this motherfucker did. Now everybody wanna go after this nigga. Giving him more clap. Because half of you niggas ain't gonna do shit, and you ain't gonna speak the truth. You gonna stand back and watch this shit. I'm real G's, you know I am. I'm the HOK general. You know who I am. So I don't have to introduce myself, okay? But this shit happened a long time ago. When we put this nigga on Front Street. We said, nigga, you said this nigga molested you. We the one that brought this nigga to the stage and said, let's tear down Africa Bambaataa. Let's destroy the Zulu nation. We talking about a big-ass organization worldwide. But Bambaataa's still here. And this nigga very rarely talk about him. Okay? He very rarely talk about him. He talked about how when motherfuckers was getting out of jail and shit, how he was going to try to set up shop for them. That shit never came to fruition. He talked about how he was going to open up this and open up that for the homeless and help the people out there. That nigga ain't helping nobody but himself. You remember he said, I got daughters and shit. Let me help them first. And so now he's showing off the new cars and shit that he giving them and shit. You see what I'm saying? Showing off the backyard and shit. This nigga is showing off on YouTube. And you niggas is allowing him to get away with it. Oh, that looks so nice, man. That's some live shit, man. Yeah, Hassan, I remember when you didn't have shit. How many of y'all remember when Sonetta went up to the Bronx and shit and interviewed him? And he looked like a fucking bum. How many of y'all remember when he came to Harlem? And we had that news conference. And all them goddamn people that was out there pledging to have this nigga's back. Pledging, nigga, we're going to put an end to Bambaataa now. How many was out there when they protested against Bambaataa? While this nigga is saying, I still love the man. So y'all got to go back and see what the fuck, how this shit all started. He faked everybody out. And he's still faking the move today. You know, this is part one of a part two series, man. I just want to get this out. It's time to do something. It's time to do something. It's real G's, man. Peace.